Taiwan legalized gay marriage in 2019, but there are many same-sex couples who still cannot get married. This is likely because one partner is from a country where same-sex marriage is not allowed.
Taiwan law still prohibits such marriages, making it difficult for couples to stay together in Taiwan long term. This year, these couples are in an even more precarious state of limbo due to the pandemic.
Ah Tang and her Taiwanese partner, Lai Kai-li, held a commitment ceremony in 2016. They're unable to get married legally because Ah Tang is from Malaysia. Currently in Taiwan, both parties must be from countries where same-sex marriage is legal.
Time flies super fast. I will obtain my master's in 2 years in the blink of an eye. Then, if I still can't find a job, I'd have to go back to Malaysia. Then I'd have to fly over again, and there would be huge expenses.
To obtain a visa to stay in Taiwan, Ah Tang is pursuing a master's degree at the age of 39. If she doesn't find a job within a year after graduation, she'll have to return to Malaysia and be separated from Kai-li.
We are both nearly 40 years old now. When we were in our 30s, we were thinking we're already at this age. We don't want to keep doing long distance. So we tried to find a way for her to stay in Taiwan long term.
In Taiwan, many other transnational same-sex couples rely on tourist visas, student visas, or work visas to stay together.
伴侣盟这边有接触到的跨国同志的伴侣大概有至少300-400对。
The Taiwan Alliance to Promote Civil Partnership Rights has come in contact with some 300 to 400 transnational same-sex couples. To be able to immigrate to Taiwan, they can't use the marriage route, so they use student visas, working holidays, tourist visas, etc. But none of these visas are designed for the long term. So basically, they may not have health insurance in Taiwan and may not be able to work. Their situation is also high risk. During the epidemic, they may be the first people to be forced out, and they cannot re-enter. Their family in Taiwan is torn apart.
Adam K. Dedman is a Foreign Ministry Taiwan Fellow who is researching LGBT rights in Taiwan. He says that out of the 30 countries that have legalized same-sex marriage, Taiwan is the only place that requires both parties to be from a country where same-sex marriage is legal.
I feel like what Taiwan did 3 years ago with passing a constitutional ruling that not allowing same-sex marriage was unconstitutional was a milestone for legal progress in Taiwan. And then last year when the government passed a special law on same-sex marriage, although it was a first in Asia and they did use the term marriage, of course the details of the law are rather strange. And if you compare it to the other 30 or so countries that have same-sex marriage, there's no other country that has these kind of restrictions on transnational couples, requiring foreign couples' home country to also have passed same-sex marriage in order to marry in that country. So I think that despite the progress that Taiwan has made, which should be, which Taiwan should be commended for that, Taiwan can do better.
觉得修法当然是一个终局的解决方式啦。
I think that a legal solution is the ultimate fix, but amending the law is a slow process. In the meantime, there is no way to protect the rights of transnational same-sex couples. So actually, Taiwan's relevant agencies can deal with this issue first with a letter of interpretation.
Taiwan Alliance to Promote Civil Partnership Rights hopes for legislation that allows two parties of any nationality to apply for a legal same-sex marriage. But attorney Pan Tian-Qing says that before the law is amended, the government can use a letter of interpretation to achieve the same effect. For Formosa News, Stephany Yang, Wudong Mao in Taipei.